Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Hardcore series. The first one seemed to go pretty well so far, so I am recording another one as of 14 hours after posting the first one. Pretty excited for this world, so I definitely want to keep going with it. And I'm going to take the time that I have to record these when I have them, so I don't know if I'm going to keep that there, but that I don't want it sitting over there with nothing in it. Yeah, today, my plan today, we need to do a couple of things. First things first, of course, we need to probably get into the mines. We don't really have much. We haven't gone into the mines. I mean, we got a bunch of copper, 2 iron ingots. But I don't want to just go into the mines. I think if we're going to go, we have to make it safe for ourselves. We gotta make it safe, you know? We need to find a big mine. Or I mean, a big mine, a big cave is what I'm looking for. I want to find like a really big cave and I want to have a big walkway going down through it and little checkpoints, maybe not checkpoints, but little like areas that have things for me to do. Um, Maybe at the top and the bottom, such as like, furnaces and uh maybe a bed. Maybe. I don't know why I would need a bed down there, but maybe. Can't remember if I found a big cave over here or not. Let's go look real quick. I'm in a different room right now for anybody that's curious. So if it sounds a little bit different, that's probably why. I ended up moving my entire microphone setup to my wife's setup so I could record late in the night tonight. Yeah, this ain't it. So yeah, if it sounds a little different, that's why. I almost killed this cow, but we actually need this dude. And his buddy is somewhere around here. I hope. Wait, did he die? Okay, no, we got a bunch of them right there. We got some horses too. I know we can craft saddles now. And we don't have that much iron. Maybe we should do I have leather back here? Let me check and see if I got leather. I don't know if I have 3 leather, but I feel like I would at least have a few. Go check. And then if so, I'll make a saddle and maybe get a horse. We don't have enough string. Or actually we might have enough string for a what the frick? A lead to keep them tied up like next to this thing. Maybe, let's see. Because we're not gonna need them today, but we got all those horses there. We might as well. Nah, we don't have enough string for that. But we can like toss them into the chicken cage for now, maybe. Getting these going. I haven't had any luck with these guys, but that's okay. Eventually we could set up, a better system for that. Um, but yeah, I don't have leather. At least I can get one. Okay, I have plenty actually. I think the recipe is this. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And let me drop off actually. I don't need the sand on me. What am I doing? Did I already get glass? I did. Okay, so we don't really need that. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. And these potatoes. Ooh. Did I plant the potatoes now? Might be a good move. Eventually, we're going to run into a food problem that we don't want to have. Let me put potatoes over here for now. We're going to have a whole farming area at some point, but, for now, this will do just fine. Just like the wheat area right there. I also can't believe I don't have a shovel. Oh, it broke over here, actually. I just remembered that. We did have a shovel, and now we don't. Okay, let's get... I'll just use, like, this much. Should probably be good. I mean, you get a few from each one. And we'll be hanging out in this area quite a bit, because this is our home. Maybe not in this episode, because I have this other plan of something I want to do. It doesn't have to be super fancy, but I want it to be... I want it to look, nice enough anyway. Yeah, that pretty much does... That's enough right there. All right. And then I got all this going, right? Almost. Did I just throw out some seeds? What the hell's the matter with me? Where did I put those seeds? I thought I threw out seeds. Okay, maybe not. Get what seeds this has to offer. Perfect. And we'll expand to that point too. All right, cool. So now that that's all done, let's go ahead and throw this stuff in here. Alrighty. And why is it saying that? Wait a minute. Has that been up there the whole time? Oh god, I hope that hasn't been up there. I mean, it's only been 5 minutes, but I bet it's already pissed off some people. Let's get rid of something here. Let's get rid of that. I hate that you can't get rid of that. That is so stupid. Like, I'm technically on a new instance on this computer, but I transferred the world over to this computer, and I'll put it back to my other computer when I'm done with it here, but of course you got to play through the tutorial. All right, so let's get a saddle on one of these guys over here, and then we can bring them back home, and then we'll look for a good cave, because hopefully I don't have to go too far. If we had a lead, I would take the horse, but we don't, so he'll probably just get lost. We could dig a hole for him, but typically when I go, I don't know. I don't want him to get lost if we get a good horse. Look, there's my luck with the freaking chickens. Okay, let's see if we can get a good one. I don't need to, like, sit here all day. You know, if I get a decent one, I'll use it. Ooh, there's a C418 song. That's good. That's a good one, too. I, of course, have to hear the horse over everything, but... Hey, all right, let's see. A good one? Ooh, he's kind of fast. That's not bad at all. But the jump. Jump ain't it. I'm not going to go through a bunch of them, but I'll go through a few of them. So you stay... Hold on, let me dig a hole real quick, because I don't want myself to get confused on which ones I've already gone through and which ones I haven't. Let's just get... Okay, don't start. Why is this tutorial crap? This is so stupid. You come in here. There we go. I actually do need to take this. Okay, that one's already gone through. I'll only go through a couple of them, and I'll pick the best one. I don't need to be here all day. And the sun's going down, of course. Good thing we have to go back to our house. Even though I do have a bed on me. Alright, where you at? Definitely slower, which is... Is it slower? Wait a minute, this might be faster. Still a crappy jump. Is this one slower? I don't know, but it's got a crappy jump too, so... Let me actually grab this guy again. Let me test. Back to back. Yeah, that one is... Might even be the same speed. I can barely tell. Let's grab another one. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's not be here all day. You're gonna love me at some point. There we go. They're all the same freaking speed. But this one's got to jump. None of them are very fast. Like, at all. I would prefer, like, a really fast one that doesn't have any jump. I don't care. It's nice to have them jump over mountains and stuff, but, like, they crawl up 1 blocks without any effort at all, so it doesn't really bother me. God dang it. I'm gonna get you. I've said this before, like, it's the most realistic of breeding, or, I guess, befriending, or whatever the word is I can't think of at the moment. Taming a horse is the most realistic mob in the game. Yeah, this one's faster than the rest of them. And it's got a good jump. Alright, we're taking this one. But I kind of wish you could just feed an apple. It would be a lot quicker. Not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. Even though that is how you break in a horse in real life. You know, a wild horse, you force them to... you don't force them, but, like, you know, you ride them until they're tame, but... Why does it have to be like that? I feel like there's so many unrealistic things in Minecraft, it can't really matter. Stand there. Okay, cool. Now let's look ourselves for a cave. Hopefully there's one nearby. There's gotta be. We're gonna use a decent chunk of wood. So I hope, that's another reason I hope it's close, is this can be like our mine that we would use to go down to a strip mine instead of just having like a staircase down to an appropriate level. But also, you know, I'm going to use spruce wood, of course, and for some of the platforms and whatnot that I'm building down. So we might as well get those trees right there. I hope I don't have to run too far back. I feel like we've had such a good spawn, like for the aesthetics anyway, outside of that. Ugh. I don't know if we're going to get the luck on having this anywhere near us. I'm already further away than I want to be from my house. But it's not too bad to have things spread out in your world, especially if you plan on a world lasting a long time. I feel like you need to have things spread out so that you can, you know, use horses or, you know, or like make a railroad. I'm a big fan of that. Or anything like that. It's kind of good to have like systems like that, a need for them. gives you more stuff to do. Just feeling like old Minecraft right now. What is going on? Okay. All right, there's probably nothing over here. I'm a little too far from where I want to be, so let's go check out the savannah, I guess. I don't know, like, if particular biomes are better off for giving you stuff than other biomes, but this one is not looking like it's got anything in it. So I might just go ahead and try to find a cave, and I'll pop back up when we get one. Okay, this is not the cave, but I've already killed like 4 cows. Look at the amount of cows here. Like, there's some up there, there's some right there, there's over there, they're over there, they're all the way. What the frick? Okay, I'm just gonna mow through all these cows to the point where my axe is probably going to break in the process. But this is gonna give us a bunch of stuff. Hopefully, enough leather to potentially have a full enchantment table, maybe, with this amount of freaking cows. I feel like they messed with the leather drops at some point, because like I don't get that much leather. A lot of times I'll kill like 4 or 5 cows in a row, get like 1 or none, and then you'll kill like 2 or 3, and you'll get, 10 of them. Oh crap. Okay, so we have to get a stone axe again, but at least it does the same amount of damage. Yeah, that's why we need to go mining. We are just kind of poor right now. Also, and I was thinking, if I can get one close enough where it won't be at a gigantic headache in the early game, I want to have... The reason I would like to have like the mine close enough is because a railroad, fine, you can ride a railroad as far as you want to get to an area, that's fine. Like, you're just sitting there anyway, and it's kind of nice. But another thing was that I want to have like a road where I could ride the horse down the road to the mine when we want to go mining, until we get to the point where we can have enough materials to have a railroad going through. And then we can have the road and a railroad, which kind of gives us multiple projects for the same thing, which is kind of nice. But of course, we'll have to have like an iron farm and stuff to get the railroad going, which I'm definitely going to have. I mean, this is a hardcore series. Like, we're not, doing anything fancy. It's not super edited or anything like that, but like, it's a hardcore series. I'm going to have farms like that for sure. I always loved like the idea of this kind of world, or like series, I guess, where you put out most of what you're doing. Kind of like people that do like hardcore live streams. Oh, is there more cows right here? Is that the ones in the area? Yeah, I need those. Or I might need them. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I always like the idea of like doing like a hardcore live stream. Of course, you need an audience for that, for it to be like actually something rewarding, I suppose. But doing the videos is cool too, and I do enjoy them very, very much. That's why I wanted to do a series like this where you don't really cut out that much stuff. Everything, a lot of stuff is included, even more than most people would include, like this conversation. Wouldn't have this on the main channel, that's for sure. I'll say that much. All right, we got plenty. We got 24 leather. We got more cows here. I mean, I wish I could come across a cave, but so far nothing. The problem is that we've gone pretty far. Home is like over here, so we went far enough in that direction that I didn't want to go any further. We're about to go far enough in this direction. I don't want to go any further. We can try down there a little bit of a ways. And then the ocean's on this side, so I don't know if we're going to come across anything on this side either. Oh, oh, what is that? No, it kind of looks like a regular... No, it looks like a decent size. Hold on a second. We're going to have a coastal road going to this, maybe? Cross my fingers. Hopefully. Is this a... Ooh. Oh, no, this is lava pool. Dang it. Yes. Not exactly. Hold on, wait. Before I get excited. The idea I have is for a giant one. Or like an open one. A really, really open one. This might not actually be it. I mean, we can get some resources out of this. But I didn't want to just have like a caving episode. I wanted to have like a... getting a project done as well. So hopefully we can find what I'm looking for. Hello, buddy. How are you? Do you mind just not killing me? Gotta remember that I'm not playing on survival, which is part of the reason why I want to have this mine thing set up too. Not just to get a project done, it's also to because it's kind of a safety thing. Like, if I can have a cave where it looks nice and you have like that path going down it, it's a lot safer and you have a better chance of lighting things up, especially in the beginning. We don't have that many torches. Ooh, no, this is definitely not it. Not my idea of what I was going for here. Unfortunately. All right, well, let's head up and maybe we can have a decent chance somewhere else. I'm not sure. I mean, I might come back to this. It could lead me deep enough that, like, I could at least do something with it. I almost got a stack of steak. Holy crap, I didn't even realize that. All right, well, we'll go home and smelt that because it is getting dark as well. I want to grab whatever resources I can right here. Maybe I can get more armor. Hello, sir. You mind? Thank you. All right, is there anything in here? There is a couple of zombies. Holy crap, okay. Okay. All right, there we go. I would like a wolf as well. It's kind of something I want to... Okay, we're not doing that. Yep, that is not. That's a death... Nope, no, no, and no. There's a witch in there. There's a creeper. There's skeletons. Not happening. Let's go back home, and we'll try another spot. Or if we have a chance at one anyway. Ooh, there is a thing right here. Oh, I forgot Savannah doesn't... I think it's called Savannah. It doesn't rain there. Oh, I'm breaking 3. I mean, it's a old pickaxe, whatever. I think those boots, that might be helpful for later. And I found a couple more cows. We have a lot of leather for not having pretty much anything. I'm going to leave this crafting table behind. I just want to make a boat real quick. At this point, I think my best bet may be to scour the coast to see if maybe I can find... Wait, dragonfish. I've never heard this song. To see if I can maybe find a cave close to, like, the waters, and then we can travel by a boat to get there. Not exactly what I was setting out to have, but it still would get the job done. Oh, it's already getting dangerous. I already see a bunch of mobs. Is our area going to be lit up enough to be sleeping? Already... God dang it. Is there anything on this island? No, okay, we'll sleep here. A little sugarcane haven right here. I don't really want to have to carry around a bed. I think it's important to do right now, though. Unfortunately. Alright, let's cook up this steak. We got 2 smokers in here, and I think there's coal in them. Yes, there is. Alright, go away, zombies, please. There's a creeper near, or there was. Oh god, I don't like this. Okay. Ah, okay. Hello, buddy. You mind? Alright, and we got a bunch of leather. Quite a bit of leather. How much do we have right now? We have 36. It's 36 books. Which is, what, 12 bookcases? Or bookshelves, I think? Am I stupid? No, that's right. Yeah, 12. I think 15 is like a full set. Or like a level 30 anyway. Alright, let's yeah, I'm gonna scour around on the coast and see if maybe, just maybe, we can come across something. Or I guess we didn't look right here. We're around the forest a little bit, but I feel like the forest, I never have come across a gigantic cave in the forest. This is like a spot that is meant to just be small things, I feel like. You know, it's nice, tight, compact. Maybe you'll find a little cave here, but never one of those gigantic ones. You normally find those in like plains biomes or like really open areas. The only place I've ever come across one of those. Generally not many trees around. Ooh, there's another village. That one's actually the closest one we have. Hold on a second. That's way closer than any other ones. I didn't even see this. We have like 4 villages all within water distance. This even has the river right next to it. And then you can go around that way to our house. And get all kinds of stuff. Holy crap. I have to make another boat. I want to go down there. It's going to be an exploration episode? Holy crap. I don't want it. I was planning on getting something done, but at this rate, maybe not. Hello, buddy. How you doing? You guys got a blacksmith here? That's really the only thing I'd want to kind of raid, to be honest. I'll take apples. It doesn't hurt to have extra food. Ooh. Oh, no, I thought that was a blacksmith. Dang it. Okay. I'll raid these couple of big ones real quick that normally have some chest in them, and then I will be on my way down to the that big portal down there. All right. Ooh, actually, wait a second. So I think maybe we'll go check over there if we don't see anything. Is this a cave? Ooh. Oh. This is what I was picturing. Kind of. Not exactly, but this is close enough. And there's already a freaking mine shaft. Okay, beautiful. Gotta love villages. They always have these giant things next to them so that everybody can walk off into the edge and kill themselves. All right, let me run down here real quick, see if maybe I can get a golden apple out of this. Usually what I'm hoping for in these situations. Oh, we already have food in here. Hold on a minute. I have one right here. I gotta keep that in mind. I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, let's go over here and grab this. Maybe we can enchant a gold apple. I've seen like hardcore YouTube videos or whatever, like those 1,000-day ones, or even like just the big series with like super cuts and all that stuff. Big projects. Those guys will have like 10 or 11 enchanted golden apples in their hotbar. And I'm like, how the hell is that possible? I've never even come across one in survival. Or I probably have, but I can't even imagine or remember the last time that happened. Yeah, we're not really getting... I don't need any of this. I don't know why I'm collecting these gold tools. Can't get any of this stuff yet. I could get that gold block, but... No, I guess I'll grab it. Why not? It's not going to hurt me to get it. It could hurt to not get it, you know? We'll need some gold later, and I could have been like, damn, I should have grabbed that one gold block. It would have taken me 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, let's go over to that cave. I didn't bring enough wood or anything, but we are actually pretty close. Like, let me see if I can see our house. From here, well, house. We don't really have a house. I can see, like, the hill we are living next to. Dang, it's, like, right there. Those flowers are visible from our place. So, let me get a good bearing of where I want to set this up. Then I can go chop down all those big trees, get enough spruce wood, and we can get the path set up. But let me go take a peek at this thing real quick. We have enough coal to make enough torches to get through here, which is important. The whole thing is to kind of keep... The whole reason I'm doing this is to keep myself safe. I don't know why I thought I had a shield, but I don't. I know somebody in the comments, Mr. Will, he's yelling at me to do the shield. Or if he didn't yell at me in the comments, he yelled at me on the Discord. Which, by the way, if you want to join the Discord, I think it's in the description. Where the heck is... There we go. Okay. So where do I want to start here? I'm thinking, because the mine shaft, I would like to meet up with the mine shaft, so I think I want to start up there. But is that going to lead? That's pretty steep. That'd be a direct stairway down to this thing. So where do I want to start, man? Probably here. And then we can like get to this and then maybe wrap around, go to the wall, go that way over there. We'll have like a really weird path, I think is going to be the way I'm going to do this. And excuse me if my voice gets like crackly for a second or something. I don't know why, but I hope I'm not getting sick. I have a really dry throat the last, I don't know, few days, I guess. I normally can like commentate on videos or even go live for like 4 or 5 hours and I'll be fine, but I recorded a video before this for the main, well, part of a video, and I'm doing this. It's only been a few hours and my throat is just dry as hell. All right, let me go ahead and grab these big trees if I can see them. Let's see how close we actually are. I think we may be connected by land. Take a peek real quick. And if we are, I will be doing that road in another episode. Maybe the next one. I don't know. I got a couple things written down for some things I want to get done. We might actually get the chance to work on a nice little bridge. Yeah, because this has a river running through it. So maybe we'll have like a nice little bridge coming across the water here. A little couple blocks up and back down over here, and then we'll have a road going right over past that way. And we'll probably need to do another bridge because there's a river on that side too. That'll be a cool little project. We'll get that done. But I'm not going to put you through me or watching me chop down all of this with a. I'm not actually going to do stone. I'll do the. We just got some iron. We'll go ahead and smelt that. And then once I get all of that wood, I want all of it. I will be right back. Do I get all this? I do. Throw this in there. Is that where food's going? I guess that's where food's going. I want to organize a little bit. Don't really need any of this at all. And then we can smelt this. The gold can go in here. Oop. There we go. That's not gold. Yeah. I don't really have anything else in mind at the moment for exactly which materials I'm going to use. It's mainly going to be spruce. Maybe a combination of spruce and oak. But I'll just do spruce at first and then maybe add like a couple random things. I wish I had some glowberries. I would love when we get glowberries, I'm gonna end up hanging like if this is the bottom of the stairs going down into the mine or like the side or whatever, I'm gonna hang glowberries all along it. And then they'll be hanging off of it to like brighten things up underneath, which will be really nice. Okay, let's make an axe. I might need two of them, but we'll see. I'm gonna chop down all of this, all of these trees, all of them, and it's gonna take me at least 10 minutes, maybe. I don't know with an iron axe, but here we go. Okay, I put a timer on. That actually only took me 6 minutes, but felt like 10. So same difference. All right, so we got plenty of sap. I mean, I have more trees than I actually. We already have one. I swear I chopped that one down. I know it looks just like the one I just chopped down, but I can tell you, look at all these logs. I chopped it down. It just happened to grow one in the time it took me to chop down the rest of them. We have so many saplings that there's more than when we started, which is what should happen, but not always the case with these big trees. Sometimes you get a few of those, and you don't get to replace all of your saplings. This one's going to drop a bunch of them. Well, at least I think it will anyway. So we can replace this tree. But I got so many, I'm not really going to worry about getting any more from this one. I'm going to get those, and then I'm going to get two more. They're going to fall right here. They actually want to fall. Maybe not, because I'm not going to wait all day. That's 3 of them. I don't want to waste. Oh, all right, we're not getting those. Okay. Any more fell down here? I'll just grab them. Enough at least for... let's say we'll get 12. Is that good? Maybe. Or not. I would like to get them just to have like 3 big trees worth of... Oh, they're growing like crazy. Holy crap. There we go. I'm good with that. Let's go. All right. I burned through that iron axe, and then I chipped down a little bit on this one, so... We have used up the iron that we found earlier. We're definitely going to get more out of this cave. That's for damn sure, so... I'm not too worried about it. We could take this with us, and there's plenty of oak trees in the area to have if we need them. Which we probably will. I don't want to just have a spruce thing, but, you know. Part of me does. Maybe I'll use like a stone with it. I'm not sure exactly how I want this to look yet. But it's definitely going to need a lot of wood, because I want to use the actual... I do want to have that for like pillars. Like the logs. So... Sorry, my leg itch. Yeah, I want to have that for pillars, so... Frickin', it's going to take a lot. And I struggle a little bit with like... Man, I might need the oak for the pillars, and then I use spruce planks. So we definitely got too much spruce, because that's not going to take nearly as much. But you never know. I'll have to go into that oak forest. I just kind of want to get like the path going. So we'll do this right now, and then we can get like the path that we're gonna take. I hope the music's not too loud. It does seem a little bit loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. Yeah, we'll get the path that we're gonna take and maybe get some resources while we're down. And then from there, we'll actually like make it look nice. Now the problem here is gonna be kind of dang, I kind of need the bridging mod for this. So I can get under the blocks. I did not think about that when I was gonna do this. Um Dang, that really is annoying. Oh no, I didn't. Luckily it seems like we're gonna make enough stops like this that we can probably cheese this a little bit. I don't know if you could consider this cheesing it, but we can get by doing something like this. Is that just hanging off? No, it isn't. If I fall, I'm dead, so I need to be careful. And that'll be the end of this world on episode 2. That's something I really hope doesn't happen because the feel for the, or like the not the feel. Like the whole thing about this series is just being like including everything being straightforward. I already posted episode 1, so like what the heck am I supposed to do? You know, if I die this early, it's like I already posted episode 1. I get so nervous. I feel like if you're gonna do a hardcore series, sometimes I kind of just want to like record a few episodes in advance just to make sure I didn't die in the process. But what's the fun in that, you know? I feel like I shouldn't have double things, but we're gonna have to work with it because I already started it. So I think I'm only gonna do 2 wide, and then we'll have like platforms like that that are a little bit bigger. So we'll do 2 wide here for this part, and then we'll have some kind of a siding going on. I haven't decided just yet. And then this is going to be an area that like wraps around. This will be like a little safety point, I guess, even though we just entered the damn thing. We'll do 3 out all the way around it. What am I doing right now? And then I'll need like rails and stuff like that. Even though we're going to use oak logs, it's going to stay pretty much the same color. So this will be a pretty dark build, to be honest. Because I also want to have railings. But let me make my torches real quick. And we'll just do temporary lighting for now. I need torches and I wasted those. All right, do 3 here and then 3 going out this way, and we won't go entirely on this side because that comes out with just 1, so it's not a big deal. And then we can start going down. Now, we're going to have a problem here. Do I have a water bucket? Of course I don't. And I don't have the iron for it either. Let's go to sleep real quick before I make a huge mistake. Let me find some iron real quick. Get an iron bucket is what I was about to say. What the hell is the matter with me? Get a bucket. I wish there was copper buckets. There's some right there. Of course, I would need some water to get down there. I think the only way I'm going to be able to do this is with like water. And that's probably the only way to do this is water and like getting underneath the blocks. I don't really see a good way of doing this otherwise. So I could kind of get under it right here. Maybe for that one, but not to get all the way down there. Man, this freaking... All right, this is going to be a little more annoying than I thought it was going to be. But it's not a big deal. This iron's right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is the worst. I used all my iron. Oh no. Sucks. They don't have a blacksmith in here, and they're not going to have any kind of iron, any chest outside of that. Is there any more like exposed? I feel like it's supposed to be the higher it is, the more likely you're to get iron, but there's no iron up here. Anything easy? Oh my god, I almost walked off the edge. I almost walked off the edge, and I didn't even feel like I was going to because My heart did not sink, but that's a bad sign. I should be more careful, Jesus. What do we got over here? Nothing. I might be able to reach that with the water there. Can actually get to the bottom there. It's really light here, so we don't have to worry about monsters, really. And that's exactly enough. I just said monsters. Mobs. Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, come on. Come and get me. I don't mean to mock you, because if you do get me, it could be a bad thing, I guess. I don't have any more. I have plenty of wood, so that's nice, but that's all I have. And I'm going to collect all this stuff at some point. I don't really need it right now, so I'm not going to stress about getting it. All right, little behind the scenes. This is the next day for me. If I sound a little bit different, I had my gain turned up one too many last night, and I didn't realize until afterwards. So now that we're down here, actually, I'm kind of thinking maybe it would be best to go from bottom up and meet up with that. Potentially, that's worth doing. I just feel like we might have a better chance going top down, but I want to end up probably about here anyway, let's say. So we could wrap around this thing a few times if we had to, or connect to a different point. I don't know, maybe maybe we'll land here and then go up to this right here. Or maybe like right here, maybe. Let's see. Oop. They would land here, and then we go up to here. I'm doing two-way ones, I think. And I could probably replace that all with like a landing area, keep it feeling the same as the path here. And I could spread this one out a little bit, but I'm not going to do it too much. Oop. That's not, yeah, we're going to have to sacrifice that one. I don't want it. There we go. All right, and this will be pretty simple. I'm thinking like the only thing that I really need to have for supports, like on this, is areas like right here probably. Anywhere that gets flat, I'll put a support. So we'll go straight down. So like here, I'll probably put supports going directly to the wall. And then up there, have a support right against the wall, maybe, potentially. And otherwise, I don't really see how else we're going to be able to do the supports. So anywhere I get connected, I will put a support against the wall. That's kind of how I'm going to do it. And hopefully it'll look pretty decent when I get done with everything. But yeah. And I was actually, little thing while I do this. I was just looking because I was doing a main channel video. Hold on, but let me think about what I'm doing real quick. Let's go up to this and wrap around. That does seem like a pretty good idea. But oh, and real quick, let me do something like this. Give it a reason to. I don't think it should be like, yeah, let's try that maybe. Or something like this. And then here. Give it a reason to have some kind of mismatch here. Yeah, that probably works. And then do something like this. That looks good. Okay. I didn't think it looked right with the different wood types, so that'll mix in pretty good. But yeah, I was just looking because I was talking about on a main channel video a world I had. One of my most. Wait a minute. Oh no, I actually forgot about a world. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look at a different world. I might show you guys sometime. There's two worlds. There's a survival world I have that was like a personal world, one that I didn't share with anybody, and like on YouTube or anything. And then I kind of forgot. I can't believe I forgot about this. A hardcore world I had that was like my own personal hardcore world, and I never shared with anybody. And I kind of forgot about those worlds. What should I do here? Maybe we'll leave this as like a nice little wraparound, let's say. Let's do something like this. I'll go. We're 3 off, so that's pretty normal. Do 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. My little one was crying. What was I saying here? Kind of forgotten now. So, hold on a second. Now, I have this going here. I'm going to continue what I was saying. I have to remember just a second, but I want to go here to here. And then I don't want this to look unnatural. So from there to there. And the best way to go from there... You know what? We're just going to... Let's just figure this out. Let's just do whatever we'll do. I'm going to go against the wall. We can have this go multiple ways. Like, we can have this go over that way. This will be like one little area for us to be safe. But let's go up a little bit here. We'll go like right here. Do I need to do... Yeah, I do. I'm going to want to adjust these stairs so much. But, you know. And then from here, let's say we just go up and see what happens. But yeah, what I was saying about those worlds is, I forgot about the hardcore world. They're like ones I had on my own. And one thing I noticed with like those kind of worlds is when you're not like, wouldn't say pressured, but when you're not, I guess pressured would be the best word, but pressured by like making, you know, content or whatever, you kind of end up doing stupid things. And I realized I had like, I don't even know, 500 days on the survival world, and then maybe another... Actually, I have to extend these. Oh, what the frick did I just... Hold on a second. What did I just do here? Why did I do that? Dang it, that's all going to be messed up. I got to get rid of all these. I need them to be consistent because I don't want to have to go back through. I would prefer there be stairs on the bottom, which would have had some forethought going on my end to do it that way, but, you know, what am I... I already did all this. I'm not going to redo it right now. And it probably will look fine anyway. But yeah, when you're not pressured to, like, have certain things done for videos, you end up doing stupid things. I think I have around 500 days on both of those worlds. And I looked on the survival world. I got more done on the hardcore world because it was done after the fact. But, it's, like, so funny because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I didn't get, like, too much done in the survival world because I would just work on stupid, like, mindless things. I remember watching Punisher and working on tearing down mountain just to extend like a wall for no reason. So I just thought that was kind of funny, something that, you know, people do. I assume other people have had stuff like this. Especially at the time, I'm not a great builder now, but I'm way better than I was. And yeah, I think it's so funny when you're like not good at things like that, and then you're just like, you find stupid things to do to keep yourself in a world. We'll call that good, and I'll do like something like that just to keep it not so square. All right, so this is our little area. Do I have a bed on me? I do. Sleep. And now we can add the logs and stuff, which I think I said yesterday I was probably going to do oak logs, most likely, I think. Like, these ones are dark, so they would go with it. So I could do these, but I don't know. I might do oak logs so that I have the option to strip these as, like, looking and making them look like they're old. Before I do that, I guess I could throw the stairs on and... Yeah, let's just do all these stairs real quick. Or at least just make sure this doesn't look dumb. Start from the bottom. Like, that doesn't look that does not look stupid. Even if I left it just like that, I didn't want it to look like a perfect staircase going down and just floating through the air. So just sticking it to the walls, pretty good already. It kind of looks how I was hoping. We can have it go off in different directions. This will be our main one right now. Let's just do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a railing on the stair parts. Or maybe at some point I can add that. But I'm going to have a railing on the little like safety areas, if that's what I want to call them. Where did I put that crafting table? Right there. We're going to have stuff on each one of these. They're both going to have, even though like from here to there, I mean, come on, you could just go upstairs. But still, the whole point is to have like different points. On the bottom, I'm going to change that into a little area for myself. Maybe have it fenced in or have like, maybe have some walls up. We can decide that in a little bit when we get finished with this stuff. All these, that's still not going to be enough, but whatever. I don't want to have more stairs than I need because I think this is all I'm going to use them for right now. And this is... should I do like this? Yeah, maybe add something like that right there. Stair on the bottom. Not too shabby. Yeah, that works. That's a good transition. And then I'll just throw that there because why not? And I'll put like, yeah, let me put those there. Doop. Any more? But we can have, we actually won't have one here. This is just kind of like a transition here. But I will go ahead and, I need oak. I need oak. I have a crafting table here. I do not. Let's make one. Come on. There we go. For this one, actually, where am I going to have this stuff? Probably here, I think. So we'll put this furnace down. Get more of those. And same deal. I'll do like that. Just to make sure I don't fly over the edge. Even though you can still do it, it just kind of makes you realize not to go that way. Or at least hopefully it does for me. Doop. All right. And is that all I needed? Did I just make a bunch more I didn't need? No, I'll use them here. And we'll probably need extra anyway, like going up here. I might maybe have like a tunnel going through and then having stairs up underneath the ground might be the best way of making this look without having to mess with the whole terrain. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much what I was going for. Now, as far as the supports, let's look real quick. Like, I don't need any here. It wouldn't make any sense to have any there. Maybe I could have some, like, something going on underneath to make it look like it's kind of situated into the bottom of that with some support. I feel like I need something on this middle one coming off, at least on two of the sides. And then all the stair areas I probably don't need. Let me look at this one. Oop, did not mean to do that. Gotta remember I'm playing hardcore. For this one, yeah, having like a support there and there, which isn't even 100% necessary, would be probably enough. And then same thing here. I don't think I really need one. I'll have to come up with some kind of design just to throw something on the bottom of these, make them look like they need the support. As for the rest of it, I want it to match that. Like, I don't know if it needs to match that. Like, I get a glimpse right there. I feel like we just do spruce. I don't know. I feel like we just maybe get away with spruce. So let me add this real quick. Can I reach that from the bottom? Probably. Hopefully. Yes, I can. All right, come on. Come on. No. There we go. Okay, and we'll just do a double-sided normal one right here because it's so close to the ground. We don't have to worry about how it really lines up like that. Perfect. That doesn't even have to go that far. And then on the bottom, I don't think I need to do anything special for these ones. They can just go straight to the ground, most likely. Like, should I put some kind of... Maybe I'll do this. Maybe. That looks... It doesn't look the best, but... I don't really know what else to do because we're not using the strip. I don't want to use the strip because then it really won't... It won't look like anything. Let's do that. That's fine. What we could do is maybe like... Maybe do something where it makes it look like these are more connected. Maybe. Like, will this look nice on the outside? Kinda does. Let me see. Do I got room on this side? Take a peek at what this looks like. Match it up. And then maybe throw something underneath, but we'll take a look in just a second. Yeah, that makes it look like it's kind of supported more. What I can do, actually, is let's get a crafting table. And I guess I can kind of, let's just outline a little bit of the area that we're going to have here. Throw like, throw down some spruce and we'll put a fence around. So I want to back this up just a little bit, but we're not going to do that right this minute. Say like about this big of an area. We'll throw a fence around it. All right. And yeah, what I can do is do something like this. Maybe if I could actually line this up properly. It won't work on that side, unfortunately. That's not a huge deal. Just do like this. Boop, boop. That's beautiful. Gotta love trapdoors. Gotta remember to use them always. Yeah, let's do that on the bottom as well. Why not? That'll help that. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Okay, cool. And that's what we can do if we're gonna like hook things up like that. Now it looks like it's like fully wrapped to this, which is perfect. I don't really know if there's another place that I really need to do that because everything else is kind of attached to the walls. Trying to think. I mean, I could kind of do it in some places. Like this is so close, it doesn't go out that far. I don't know if it's necessary, but I don't want to be like just floating here either. So maybe I should throw some stuff like on the bottom. Maybe let's take a peek. I have dirt. I need to get like dirt or something. I'm gonna start wasting a bunch of wood. Let me grab some dirt. I don't even have a freaking shovel. But I do have my... I don't even need the bucket now, I don't think. I'll just make it a stone shovel. Who cares? Alright. Get this. Grab some dirt so I can build around a little bit. I don't want to mess up the area around here because if we're going to have this world for a little while, which I plan to, hopefully, if I don't die, you know, we'll probably end up using this area for stuff, considering we're going to have a road going to it, and it's going to be our mine. We're going to be coming here quite often, I mean. This is our little mining village. We might end up transforming that into like a mining type looking village. So everybody there is just a bunch of like an economy built around miners, which I might have to look into. Like, because I know there's been like mining towns that have gone abandoned. I wonder what was in them. What did they like? It'd probably just be like gear shops mainly and a bar and like some hotels and housing most likely, but we can mess around with that idea at some point. I gotta write that down actually. All right, I don't need these seeds. All right, so yeah, let's try to do, I don't know if I have enough dirt here, but we'll do like something underneath here. I gotta be careful. Skeletons could come out too, so this is a little bit dangerous. So I think what I want to do is maybe occasionally just throw some of these down just to give it something underneath so it doesn't look so perfect. Throw one here. And then on the other side, just 1 second. Can't do it in the corner, but I can do, is that too close? That one's probably too close. I'll do one right here. And that will probably be enough to give it something. A little bit anyway. Can I get a good look here? I can't. I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. It's not going to just be... Oh. Okay, this is dangerous. This is so dangerous. That would have sucked. I almost was like, yeah, this is over. Great. I called it. No. And then I'm like, should have had the bucket. Should have had the bucket. But I landed on the stairs, thank God. All right. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. I don't know if that's what's happened right here. Is that what happened? No, that's not what happened. Where did I just fall from? I think I just walked off. Where the hell did I just fall from? I think I just fell off of here, right? Yeah, okay, that might have just been my stupidity. This might kill me, though. I feel like that's pretty dangerous. Can I throw, like, another one here? Get rid of this and throw something there. Go one of those. Yeah, that looks fine. That's a little bit better, yeah. Okay, cool. So that'll be good. Okay, I think that's good. I don't know if it's perfect, but you know what? It probably never will be perfect to me. Sometimes you have to just build things and then sit on them, and that's really the only way you're gonna get by, is by just letting it be and then deciding later if it was good enough for you. Oh, gotta watch this. So yeah, for the railings now, it shouldn't be nearly as complicated. I don't think I'm gonna put anything on the stairs, like I said, but I want to have, let's say, actually, wait. Dang it, it will be a little bit annoying. No, 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 it won't be. So I'm gonna do something like this. Do something like this, and then yeah. Put a fence in between. How does that look? That looks good. I'll put a fence in between, and maybe we could just use. How does that look? I like that. Okay, cool. We're gonna end up using a bunch of trapdoors. Not an insane amount, but we're gonna do it here as well. So how do I want to do this one? Needs to be one right here, and then oh, I hate the corners. Oh, I hate the corners. And then we could just put a fence there. There should have been one there, but I want to put the stair there, so and yeah, we'll just skip every other one. And that's how I'm gonna set up like these top railings. This is something that I'll probably end up like skipping through just because this is gonna get I'll show you like the way I'm gonna do it, and then this is probably gonna get very and repetitive very, very quickly. So a little too repetitive for my liking. Let's do that. I'm gonna get some fences real quick so we can actually see the full thing. And then um and then I can jump to me doing it, I guess. Real quick. Let me just hit that. Fill in this one. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I forgot this one actually. And then we could just put the fence there because why not? And this will give me a chance. I want to fill this up with lanterns when I actually have some. And throw some here as well. Good thing we get a bunch of logs because we're gonna be using a lot of them. There we go. And then yeah, when we get lanterns, I'm gonna be really happy. Can hang those from different spots, put them on like little areas like this. This is really, really nice. I like this quite a bit. I'm fond of how this is gonna turn out once we actually get everything in here. Now I should probably throw maybe a slab on top of those, and I might, but let me just leave it for now and see how I feel. So I'm gonna go around when I have all the actual stuff I need. Let's get more stairs. And we'll definitely need quite a few more of these. We'll need more fences too, but don't worry about that in a minute. It's the last thing I'm gonna put in anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna run around. I'm going to just do this everywhere on all these flat spots. It's not too many, it's just this one and then the one down there. And I think that might be it. Well, we'll do a similar design around that, but that's on the ground, obviously, so it doesn't require as much detail, I suppose. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, let me just finish this up real quick, and I will catch up with you guys in a minute. There she is, our little mine shaft path. Let's run up here real quick, and I can show you. From the underside, it adds quite a bit of depth, I guess, so that's kind of cool. The fact that it's not just a giant little flat square, so that's cool. I'm happy that that ended up. But it looks pretty good up top too, like when you're walking on it. I love this very much. Let's see. Like this really is very nice. I'm gonna put torches and stuff around, of course, that will end up replacing these lanterns, but for now, that's what we're gonna have. And then we could do with a furnace on every level. We don't have the coal to put in every one of them now, but you know, whatever. And then I guess we could go ahead and make a couple of barrels to drop along the way. do, just one here, and then we could do one down here. There's always like dumb stuff I don't really care to have on me. Um, but I do want to have a few of these for actually get another set. I want to have a few on the top one and then a few on the bottom one, like a decent amount of them. So we do for now we could do 2 on each. And if we need more later, we'll do it. But throw these up here. I'm happy with how this all looks. Looks pretty good to me. I'll just throw these along the way. I stuck these in the corners because they just look better that way. But, that can always be adjusted. It's stupid little stuff. So, and then we'll throw in here. Why not keep it even? Oh, we don't have it there. So yeah, let's put these in the wall, I guess. Why not? Won't look terrible. Yeah, that's fine. That'll be a little station there. Got this up here. I do feel exposed on these, but I don't really know what to do on the sides here because it's not gonna be perfect in any regard. I feel like putting a railing on the side, it'll actually make it so much more bulky and annoying looking. I'm not really sure what to do about that. But I like how this looks. This is kind of what I was envisioning. As a matter of fact, this is kind of a good thumbnail. Let me, one sec. All right, I got that out of the way. I was wondering what the thumbnail was going to be on this. So yeah, this is, I'm really happy with this. I mean, the stairs, we can come up with something later. If you have any suggestions down below, let me know. But I think it's probably fine. Like, that one's the weirdest one because it's not against any walls. But this one's fine. And this one's so short it doesn't matter. This one is also a little strange just because there's no walls to lean against. So, I mean, just for those two, maybe we can come up with something. But I'm not going to super focus on that right now. I'll sit on this for a little while and then see how I feel about it later. Let's go ahead and get this. We do have railings we could steal from here to save ourselves on some iron for later. But I'm not going to stress about taking it right now. If we come up with or if we decide to do the rail at some point, whenever we do decide to do it, I'm going to come here and just steal all this because the first rail will probably be to here, I'd imagine. And then maybe we could set up like a rail down directly into here. Potentially. We'll see. But I'm very happy with this. So now that we have that done, we can actually go mining. I don't think we need to go crazy, but just because I don't want to go running into this cave. But I would like to get enough iron that I've seen lying around here to potentially get a full set of iron. And we'll see how difficult the caves are for me, if I should get a shield or not. But, that's a decision I'll make in just a moment. If we get to a dark spot anyway. Because even if this cave is not the best, it looks to be pretty decent. Even if it's not like one of the big, gigantic, go all the way to the bedrock kind of caves with huge lava lakes inside and diamonds all around it. I will fully set up a strip mine somewhere in here. That is perfectly fine to me. I just wanted to get a cave for that instead of having it go directly down to the, level -53 or whatever. I wanted to have like a cave that we had done it in. It does look like a decent cave though. Like that goes down a ways. It looks like it goes down even further over there. So this might be the cave that we're looking for. And in that case, I'll fully light it up and make this our big mining operation, at least a area to do it in. Because we're gonna eventually get all this stuff out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. By that point. Let me just grab all this iron. I probably want just enough for a suit and a little bit to spare for now. And then go to one of my little points and get myself suited up to maybe enter into the darker areas right around us. Oh yeah, we got enough there. That's fine. I don't want this rail on me, but I don't want to throw it out. I'll go place this down back in the area. Also don't want to pass up on any lapis because this is one of those things that I notice that I won't have. And I've seen it a million times, but I didn't grab it because I didn't like really need it in that moment. I need to get more coal. What the frick? So I need to grab lapis as I go. I find that if I just grab it, even though I don't need it for a while, then usually by the time I get around to enchanting, then I'll have like a few stacks sitting in a chest, which is very helpful and I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to climb up and get that one though. Or that one. Those are so obvious we can come back here and get it. But the other ones were like a little bit hidden. Yeah, is there any coal? Oh, I see some coal up there. Let's grab that. I don't have any coal. Oh, I'm so poor. I feel like we have some amount at the house, but I filled up the furnaces there. I know I grabbed a bunch of it out of a cave. Yeah, we got a little bit here. Not too shabby. I cannot wait to enchant. Oh my goodness. Like, I might start on that as soon as we get like a diamond pick. Because we do have almost all the leather we need just from killing those cows, like that gigantic herd of cows in the savannah. So once we get diamonds, we can get enchanting pretty much right away, I think. At least almost all the way. Only have to kill a few more cows without ever farming them. I've never had that happen before, actually. In a world that I planned on actually sticking around in, I don't think I've ever gotten enough leather from just the vicinity of where I spawned without farming any cows. So I don't know if I'll actually end up farming any cows. Because, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where did you come from? Was that real? Did I just hallucinate? Oh, okay, no, he's right there. Okay, let's go up to the top level then. We're not going to set up the furnace down here yet. I want to make this whole area safe down here. All these dark areas need to be lit up at some point here soon. Like at least right here and like over here. Over there is not as bad, but because like it's far enough away from our path, but I want to light up all of this stuff so that nothing's going to creep up on us like that. Yeah, let's go ahead, smelt up this. Might as well use my other one up here as well. And I can throw this in one of these, actually. That works. And let's do this. See, this is why we need this stuff. I already can throw a bunch of stuff in here. I'm not going to throw any of the wood that we don't need right now, because there's just no need. We can put that back at the house. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need there. All right, cool. I got some coal there I might get in a minute. But yeah, I don't know. That's beautiful, actually. We're pretty much set to go mining and get enchanting going, which I might save for the next episode. All right, we got enough of our iron here to make the full set. Let's get this all made up real quick. Bam, 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 and beautiful. Look at us. We're all set here. I guess I could throw this in here. I don't really need it right now, but maybe we'll need it later if we our emergency need some. And then, yeah, we'll throw this on the bottom real quick, I guess. Right down here. This is not all set up just yet. Because I need this whole area to be safe, and I think I want to end up building, like, some kind of building here at some point. I just don't know exactly what yet. Like, not a big one, but enough to have, like, a little roof on it and it be protective, and then you can walk, like, right through it with, like, a fence here or something like that. It wouldn't take much, but we'll focus on that in another episode. We have gone long enough on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. The first episode did pretty good, actually, for this channel. Quite good. Thank you guys for the support and everything, and appreciate everybody enjoying and watching and liking and commenting. Leave a comment down below if you have any suggestions and anything you guys want to see in this world, any projects you think I should work on or anything like that would be very helpful for ideas. I got a whole notebook that I'm writing stuff down in with my sloppy handwriting. Yeah, and definitely subscribe if you don't want to miss it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. Check out the main channel, by the way. Check out the main channel. It pops up on the end screen probably about now. Lots of videos over there. Long videos, too, and they're edited. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.